part 2 of this problem. I know that one's 44, but that's not enough. I gotta find out where that 90 is. So, gosh, what else can I do? Well, when in doubt, try this out. Put a north-south line through the third point. Remember, all of these are parallel to each other. So that means if this guy right here is 38, isn't his alternate interior also 38? So this guy right here is 38. Okay, that's cool. Same thing happens over here. That's 52, and that's an alternate interior, so he's 52. So now I have this whole angle. And guess what 52 and 38 add up to be? Well, there we go. Now I know where my 90-degree angle is. So now let me redraw this so that it actually looks like a 90-degree angle. And remember, I know that AB is 600. This was 44 degrees. And what am I even trying to find? Find the distance from A to C. So in this case, I'm looking for that. How would I find that now? Because I don't have a value for B to C. So I can't just do Pythagorean theorem. But that's okay. Exactly. I'm going to use sine. I have this angle. Oh, no, it's not sine. Sorry, just kidding. Nope. Yes, because I have adjacent and hypotenuse. So I'm going to do cosine of 44 equals adjacent x over hypotenuse 600. And now I can solve for x. So cosine 44 times 600 is 431.6. And I think we need to round to 2 significant figures. So if you rounded this to 2 sig figs, you'd get 430. And I think we're in what, meters, miles, something's miles. Okay, cool. Should we do that really crazy awful one that requires the system together? Okay. So if you didn't get this far, that's okay. I believe it's 31 I asked you to do. Yes, 31. So first thing you need is some space to write it. Let me just copy the problem here real quick. Here's what you're given. This is 392, only from here to here. You're trying to find this. You are given these angles. That's a 49.2 and a 29.5. And that's it. That's all you get. Well, remember yesterday we had said, okay, well, I don't know what the length of this side of this triangle is, this bottom piece right here. So from here to here, I don't know what that is. We called it x. And that x goes from here to here. So now I do have 2 variables. I have x and I have h. But I also have 2 right triangles. I have the little right triangle right here, and then I have the big right triangle here. So it's okay that I have 2 variables because I'm just going to use 2 equations and then I can solve for them. So we started with the little triangle. Isn't it true that the tangent of this angle would equal opposite over adjacent? So there's my first equation. Tangent 49.2 equals opposite h over adjacent x. I do the same exact thing with the big triangle. But the difference this time, so now my angle is 29.5, equals opposite h. What is the adjacent side of the big triangle in this angle?
392 plus x.
Yes, 392 plus x. It's this whole side. 392 plus x. That's important. Then the next step was to get h by itself in each one. So here I'm just going to multiply both sides by x. Here I'm just going to multiply both sides by that, right? So 392 plus x on this side and on this side. So now I have 392 plus x times tangent of 29.5 equal to h. They're both equal to h now. So the next step is to set them equal to each other. Exactly. On the left, you can do this math out. I'm going to just distribute the tangent of 29.5 to both of those. So the left, did I say left before? I don't know. Left stays the same, this right-hand side. Now I'm going to multiply 392 times that. And x times that. Then who remembers where the heck you go from here?
Subtract.
Exactly. I gotta subtract this guy over here because I want the x's on the same side. Right now I have one x over here and one x over here. I gotta get them together. So to do that, I'm gonna subtract from each side. Now, a lot of times kids erroneously think that they can just do 49.2 minus 29.5. No, you can't. That's not the number 49.2. It's x times the tangent of that number. You can't touch it. All you can do on the left is literally just write them next to each other like that. You can't actually minus those two. And then on this side, all I have left is that 392 times tangent 29.5. I'm getting closer though. Now the x's are both together on the left-hand side, so now I'm able to factor an x out. Exactly. So take that x out, now you're left with these guys. And then this whole thing, 392 tan 29.5. And then I'm so close, all I have to do now is divide both sides by that parenthesis. Am I going too fast? Dial it back a bit? I don't know. Divide by this. It's just a lot of writing if you're going to write out all these steps. But now I am pretty much ready to pop this all in my calculator. So now this is all, that all canceled out. So now I just have x, and this is what I put in the calculator. So take a second and try and type this into the calculator correctly. If you remember my hint to you, you really need to put the whole numerator in its own set of parentheses. Then put the denominator in its own set of parentheses, because you want to make sure that you have the entire numerator divided by the entire denominator. And it should spit out a value for you. And if you typed it incorrectly, you'd get that number. So see if you can make that number come out. If yours doesn't come out with that number, but you're pretty sure that you typed it in all correctly, double check that you're in degree mode and someone didn't switch it to radians on you or something. And try it again. Type it in again. Make sure you have parentheses around the numerator and the denominator. It should come out to that. Oh, sorry. Is everybody okay? Do we have this? Now, you don't want to delete that from your calculator because we're actually not quite done yet. Because I was never supposed to be finding x, was I? X was not part of the original equation at all. I stuck that in there. But I need x in order to find h, which is what I am trying to find. And the easiest way to find h is to go right here, right to this original equation. Now that I know what x is, if I just multiply it by tangent of 49.2, I'll get h. So I'm just going to leave that right on my screen, my value of x, and then I just hit times tangent of 49.2. And that is my value for h. Yep. You get what? Can you show me your calculator? I have to look at how you typed it. And I don't know how to get. How do I make it like show me the rest of it? Do you know? No. Oh, I did it. Yes. Okay, now let me look. You're in degree mode, so that's good. Did anybody else get what I got? Okay. Nobody? You did? Okay. So let me look. 392 times tangent 29.5. Close it. Divided by tangent of 49.2 minus tangent 29.5. Close it. The heck? Okay, hold on. Let's see if I messed it up. Hold on. 392 times the tangent of 29.5, close parenthesis, divided by tangent 49.2. I made a mistake. You didn't. I did. So that means, Liam, you probably did the same thing. Look at my mistake right here. Right here where I'm typing this in, tangent 49.2 minus tangent 29.5, I failed to close the parenthesis after the 49.2. So I don't have to retype it all. I just got to insert it. So there's an insert button right there. It says insert. So you just put your blinky guy wherever you want to stick it. And you go second insert and then put your parenthesis. Oh my gosh. Good catch. So yes, it should be 374. Oh dear. 374.2. Oh my goodness. See how important it is to be careful and type it in the right way? Woo! You know what might be helpful? Before you go typing it in, if you added your own parentheses around whatever you're taking the tangent of, so then you see them before you even start to go typing them. So now you know to put them in. So put it around the numerator, put it around anything you're taking the tangent of. So then you'll see it exactly how you have to type it in. That might be helpful. Apparently for me, right? Silly goose. So now I have that. So let's go ahead and multiply that by the tangent of 49.2. And that should get me h. 433.5. Looks a little bit better. Did people get that? Okay. Did you get the 374? What? No. You got this value for x, 374.2? So once you have x, then you go back to your very first equation. You know what x is now, you need to solve for h. So that's why we times it by tangent of 49.2. And then you got it. Whew. Okay, guys. So let me stop this here.